Hi. Guess what? We're about to start here. We're going to go through the little journey. You know, when I do these Zoom calls, I've been also doing Blog Talk Radio. So you get to hear the episode as well as see it, which makes it kind of fun and it gives us greater exposure. And so the cool thing about Blog Talk Radio is that it automatically uploads to iTunes. Okay, so here we go. You get to take the journey with me. How's that? All right, we got the volume up and we're about ready to get started. And I'm going to tell you.
Your show will go live in 5 seconds.
Can you hear that?
4, 3, 2, 1. Blog Talk Radio.
Indeed, indeed, indeed. It is Blog Talk Radio, and it is also Zoom YouTube time. And it's Wednesday. So Wednesday, people call it all kinds of things. People call it hump day. Get over the hump. And I always think that sounds so defeating. Get over the hump. That's not the visual imagery or the psychological mindset that I want, or the physical exertion of, oh, I got to drag myself through Wednesday and then, get to the other side and do the last 2 days of the week. First of all, I work most days of the week. And even though I use Sunday as a sanctuary day, it's still, a very blessed day in my life. But I still do work in terms of what I love, whether it's writing or it's helping someone, or I'm trying to get creative about something. I'm not trying to get creative. I just feel creative energy coming through me. And so I'll spend the time, but I try not to do things that are exerted work that take my mind off of my faith. So every day of the week means something to me. So if you've been following along this week, I had launched a week ago this last Sunday, the Soulfulness of Sundays. That felt like a win. And then I did it for a second Sunday, and that felt like a win. And then I've invited people to be my co-host on the shows. And people are starting to sign up and be my co-host one day a week. So on Monday, I call it Monday Moods. And I had this brilliant psychoanalyst who really wanted to do it. Well, you know what? Life gets in the way. But she would have been groovy on here, because having a trained psychiatrist who's an analyst talk to you about the way that you set up your day, the way that you set up your week, the way that you influence your mood, has really got another element of something to it beyond what I bring to it, right? As a doctor of psychology. So then on Tuesday, I had Tessa Greenspan. And I call it Tuesdays with Tessa. And we had a great conversation yesterday about her launching the show with me and coming on as a co-host, and the ways that she and I come together from very different places in life. And that felt like a real win, because it's something that she's always wanted to do. It's something that she and I have wanted to do together. And so we did it. And we had a wonderful hour-long show, and it was a lot of fun, and we had technical glitches. And it still felt like a win. You know why? Because we hit our head in the right space for it. Now I'm going to tell you something. After all that, and then I'm talking to people and doing my work, and after all of that, I felt really good about the day. And I ended up talking to a client late last night for a long time about the theme of winning, in this life against all the odds. And don't we each feel sometimes like we're up against it? I mean, my goodness gracious, in 2020, we are up against it. I had to laugh. I was on Facebook and I was looking, and somebody said, okay, we have Christmas in July, right? Here's what I vote. We all go out, we get ice cream right now today, and if you're in St. Louis, you go to Ted Drew's and you get a big concrete, big frozen custard thing, and you come home and get a turkey and baste it and bake it in the oven, roast it in the oven, and have a Thanksgiving dinner, and let's pull out our Christmas trees, and let's all just get through 2020, because we're all confident 2021 is got to be better. Okay, I liked it because you know what? It was playful and frivolous, and it kind of inspired my hairdo of a childhood ponytail today. That's actually a good thing to do. Get childish, become youthful, be your best little playful self, because the world gets heavy. And I'll tell you what, I was glad that I saw that post this morning, because I woke up this morning and I just felt kind of excited and yet concerned and sad and reflective. And then I saw that night, because I was kind of searching in Facebook for things that, like the olden days in Facebook. How's that grab you? The olden days in Facebook, when we were just first learning how to take our selfies, and we would take pictures of our food, and didn't we get nuts about that? Look at my eggs. Oh, look at the salsa that I've got here. Yeah, well, those are joyful, frivolous times. And when we're in them, we don't always fully embrace them. Really good lesson for us to learn. Very good lesson for us to learn. Guess what? It's the same thing about Wednesday wins. It's not about creating a false scenario where we pretend that we've won something. It really is about appreciating that every day there's some way in which we've won something. I won my ability, my influence over me to get through my just kind of feeling blue this morning. I threw on a little summer dress. I put my hair up in a ponytail. I put my bathing suit on. I'm going to go find a place to go swim, because I need that physical exertion every day. I need it. I don't even call it exercise anymore. It's physical exertion, physical release, physical engagement, so that I feel like I'm winning on that. The energy right now in the world, especially if you watch the news, I kind of like to say shame on the media. I don't care what channels you're watching, but they're not bringing us good news, and they're promoting and rewarding the negativity that we have going on by reporting it. Everybody who's on the news is doing anything, is getting a positive reinforcement to keep doing it, because it gets traction. And then people like me who are doing good things, I'd love to be on the news with this goodness, with this, here's the news. Hey, you know what the best news of the day is? That you can influence your happiness. You want to know what the really bad news is? The bad news is if you're fighting that. So everything in the universe is going on in our head. Everything. And if what we do is we give ourselves time every single day to go eye to eye with ourselves. It's hard to tell if you can see me looking into your eyes, because I'm trying to look at the camera, but I am not ever sure if I'm looking right in the camera, if I'm looking down somewhere. Look in your own eyes every day and give yourself that pep talk. You know what my mother used to do to me to get me into the winning frame of mind? When I was a little girl and I would just get fussy about something just aggravated me. Like, no, I'm not doing that. I don't want to do that, Mommy. She grabbed me by the hand. She said, come on, take my hand. No, I don't want to. We'll take it anyway. I don't want to. Take it anyway. All right. And she'd bring me over to a big mirror and put me in front of the mirror and say, okay, now put a big smile on your face. No, I don't want to. Okay, do it anyway. Okay, great. Now we're going to count to 10. Okay, so do this with me. 1, 2. It's more fun if you go like this. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And you look it in the mirror and you're smiling at yourself. And look at the smile on your face, and look at how gorgeous you look, and look what it does to your skin and to your posture, and look deep into your eyes. And now here's the serious part. Please find yourself in there. Really. Please look into your eyes and find yourself in there and believe. Believe in your wins. You've been winning your whole life. You have won every day, and then you've won the next day. It's called Surviving and Thriving. And I believe wholeheartedly in what it is that I'm saying. I get absolutely terrified many days and sad. And I think, oh, I refuse to call it depression. It's sadness. Depression is really clinical. And when I do, I have to pull out all the stops and think of everything that I possibly can to stop it, and get control of my head, get control of my thoughts. And remember, I get to write the story. I am the producer of my life. The only thing that I can control is what I've got going on in my thinking. And when I control what I've got going on in my thinking, and I think when, great. And you know what I really love to do? I love to go back to Stephen Covey's work where he talked about win-win. You know, the habits of highly successful people is that they're always thinking, not just what wins for me, what wins for you and me. And guess what? I've added another dimension to it. How about if what wins for you and me, and then the third winner is our audience, whether you and I are husband and wife, and these are our children or our family out here, or we're friends and it's all the friends that we touch, or we're in business and we're partners and it's all of our employees. It's all of that. And that is really groovy, spectacular, wonderful. So if you're not feeling like you're a winner, then watch this episode again and just have fun with it and get into your winning mode right now. Shout out right now. What are 3 things that you have won at? I won at the 50-yard relay race. I wanted getting through graduate school. I wanted publishing books that I really wanted to write and get published. Ta-da! Great. So what have you done? What have you done? You've done stuff. Think about your stuff. Shout it out and be really proud of yourself. Don't be defeated. Be a winner. All right? That's my Wednesday wins, and I'll come back here every Wednesday for as long as I can sustain doing this and feel like I'm winning at it. Okay? All right, so that's it. This was a short episode. This was only a couple minutes, or like 12. All right? So take good care of yourself. Peace be with you. I am now going to end the call on Blog Talk Radio and say goodbye on there. I'm going to end the episode, and I am going to make sure that this gets blasted out on my social media on Facebook, Twitter, and Tumblr. And then this video is going to show up on my YouTube channel under Wednesday Wins. So God bless you for being here. Love to everybody. Peace. Be groovy out there. And above all, stay safe.